Hi guys, Dead Tones here from Music and Breath. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to make sound and audio file more stereo, how to make it more appealing, more beautiful, especially that nowadays everybody listens to music in their headphones. So we're going to approach, of course, there's a lot of ways to do that. But today I really want to approach a technique that's been very appealing to me and that has been working great. And that gives me, I feel like a little bit more control about how I want to make it stereo. And it's called the Haas effect. Now, that technique also can be achieved in different ways, including using a very short delay, for instance. But in that case, what we're going to do is that first of all, we're going to work with that source. So focus on the melody. With this track. Okay. So right now you can see here that I made this source completely mono. This is a utility in Ableton. If you leave it at 100, it doesn't affect the stereo content of the track. But as soon as you bring it to 0, it brings the width completely down and it makes it completely mono, okay? Which usually I would like to do before I start processing a sound in stereo like this. It's not too much stereo information, because the problem is that too much stereo information ends in being, it's like, how can I put that? When you have too much candy, you don't enjoy candy. Let's put it like this. You need to give a little bit here, a little bit there, so it actually feels like, wow, like magic a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, is that I'm gonna duplicate this track, okay? I'm gonna pan one hard left, follow my mouse here, hard right, okay? How do you achieve stereo? Stereo is basically just the difference between the left and the right channel. But how do you achieve that difference? You can achieve it in three different ways. So right now we're doing it with the position and the space, the spacing of the sounds. So the fact that I'm panning one hard left and one hard right already, if I play it, so you can hear that it's already like wide, right? So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna induce some difference using time. So if you use that, you click that little D here at the bottom right of your screen in Ableton, it opens this, which is called the track offset section. So what does that allow me to do? That allows me to make a track play a little bit fast, not faster in BPM, but it will play sooner or will play a little bit later, okay? So usually I just do this and I do plus 6 milliseconds, minus 6 milliseconds. Let's hear it. Apologies, my computer is glitching a little bit. I have a lot of windows open at the moment. So the last step in which I can induce some stereo differences between the sound to induce more stereo is tuning, pitch. So if you double click on the clip, any audio clip, right, you have here what's called the clip section. So over here, you can do many things over here, but today let's focus on that. First of all, let me solo the right sound up. So what that allows me to do is to pitch it differently. Okay? That's the transpose section, but you also have the detune, which is very small increments of pitch. So we're gonna move it to maybe 10 cents for one and minus 10 cents for the other one. Same concept as with the panning. And what allows me, what that allows me to do is that it creates this kind of like chorusy effect. You know, it's like when you tune a synth, usually in a synth you have like 2 oscillators. That's how you make huge pads, for example. okay, is by not keeping the oscillator exactly on the same tuning. It's just by detuning them a little, and creates that like kind of like sense of width and chorus, and like it feels a little bit more, has that little bit more magic to it. Okay, the last way in which I can induce some stereo is by playing with the spacing of these sounds. So here I have two returns. One is a reverb and one is a delay. We'll talk about returns in another lesson. That's a lesson for another day. But basically what that allows me to do, let's focus on the signal on the left channel. I can just send it to the reverb. So you see how big it sounds, or I can send it to the delay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send these two channels completely separately in different ways. So let's say one is going all the way, one is going at -14, and this one is gonna go a little bit more, and this one is gonna go a little bit less. So they're both going to the reverb and the delay. So now I'm gonna try to compare. Let's duplicate that channel. This is called left, this is called right, and this is going to be our mono source. I'm going to put that back in the middle, 0, no reverb, no delay. So this is the left and the right together. So you see how huge it sounds. And let's listen to the first source that we had in the beginning. Completely dead center, completely in the middle, right? No sense of stereo. So I would really recommend you guys to use this technique to add stereo to any kind of like signal, especially if you want to make it big and very appealing to everyone. Now, the only thing is that most clubs in the world, it might sound good in the headphones, but it might not sound good in the club, okay? Because as weird as it sounds, clubs have a mono sound system. So here's a technique that I like to do, is that I like to have my left, my right, and my mono playing all together at the same time. And I'm going to bring the level of the mono a little bit down, up. And like this, I know that I'm going to have a signal on the left, a signal on the right, and a signal in the middle completely. Okay, so here's how it sounds all together. So huge, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. We'll do a lot more, and we hope to see you at Music and Breath. Enjoy.